Motorola Moto X, second generation, expected September 2014. Officially known as the new Motorola Moto X or Moto X second generation, Motorola's updated version of the X handset takes the formula established with the original Moto X and improves on it to be a bit more competitive with current flagship devices. The most obvious thing to notice is that the new Moto X has a much bigger display, a 5.2-inch 1080 by 1920 pixel OLED panel with a Gorilla Glass 3 coating. This makes it a significantly bigger device at 141 by 72 by 10mm and 144 grams in weight, about 20% bigger and 10% heavier than the original. But of course all the other features have been heavily upgraded too. On the back is a 13 megapixel camera with 2160p 4K video capture capabilities. On the front is a 2 megapixel one that can capture 1080p video. Inside is a quad-core 2.5 GHz CPU with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of flash storage as standard. 32 GB is available from the Motor Maker store, but there is no mention of a microSD slot. This is an LTE capable device, and the previous version supported NFC, so we assume this does too, although it's not mentioned. Because this is a high-end Android 4.4 smartphone, then it includes basically all the features that all those other smartphones do too. One unique feature is the Motor Maker store, which allows a degree of customization, including a range of custom backs, including real wood and leather, and a choice of 16 or 32 GB of storage. There isn't the same degree of customization as with the previous model, but you can choose between 25 different backs plus laser etching to make your Moto X unique. The user interface is very much stock Android, the way Google intended it to be. Of course, you can customize the Moto X with add-ons from the Google Play Store if you want. The new Moto X should start to be available starting later this month in the Americas, Europe and Asia. In the US, the SIM-free price is $500, presumably for the base configuration, which is a fair bit cheaper than the $620 street price for the iPhone 5S, and cheaper than most of the flagship Android competition too. It's hard to say exactly how that will translate to prices in Europe. The new Moto X is a timely release from Motorola, who are beginning to see something of a renaissance with their value Android handset range, and it's certainly very competitive with the competition when you take the lower price tag into account.